Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. What I am doing today is just chit-chatting and sewing. Thought I'd bring you guys along with me. I am trying to complete the last two blocks that I have of my Starly quilt. I figured if I'd bring you guys along with me, maybe I'd get it done faster. But I did want to tell you some things, new things that I will be doing pretty soon. So let me get my pattern out and just start, because I already have some of the stuff completed and I just thought I'd bring you along with me. Today is Saturday. You won't be seeing this until Sunday. And it is, let's see, the St. Patrick's Day, maybe the 17th. See, I don't know what is the day number. I know it is my daughter's fiance's birthday, so happy birthday, Hunter. I'm trying to pull the date up on my computer. It is the 16th. I knew it was 16th or 17th. I never can remember that. But we are just going to get to sewing and chatting and seeing what is going on. And what I'm doing is making my corner units for my Starly. I've brought y'all along many a times on my Whip It Wednesday working on this, and I know y'all are probably tired of seeing it. I'm wanting it to be done, because let me tell you what I did today. The video that came out today was recorded yesterday, and I had carried my Craftsman over to Stitch to Faith Quilt Shop in Mangum, Louisiana. They do have that service. I can walk it in. There are so many people that I know online that also do long arm services. I actually have 2 quilt shops available to me that does long arm services that are local. I met a lady at the quilt show, I think it's called North Louisiana or North Louisiana Quilters Guild Quilt Show. I'm thinking that's what they're called, but I'm not sure. But I met a lady that is in the Quilters Guild that also does long arm services. But where I carried my quilt yesterday, I'm sorry, I'm having to look at my pieces to make sure I grab the right pieces and I have them going the right direction. But where I carried it, she long-armed my first throw quilt that I had ever made. And so the Craftsman is my first bed quilt that I've ever made. So she is long-arming that one as well. And I'm excited to see what that looks like once it gets done. But let me tell you what I did today. I started looking at my stuff last night. I thought, I need to get some of these projects that's hanging up on my rod back here. I'm like, I need to get these done. But I'm like, I'd rather be starting a new project. So today what I did, my Old Glory, I call it Old Glory because that's the fabric line it uses. It's Every Heart Beats True wall hanging. It is a Fat Quarter Shop exclusive pattern to the Jolly Bar. I carried that and my grandson's quilt for Miss Dee Dee to long arm too. And I mean, she told me yesterday, and she kind of reiterated today and gave me a little more information. They will be going online. Their shop will be going online. The gentleman will be coming next week, or you'll be seeing this Sunday, so sometime later in this week, to help finish setting up all of their products online, which is super, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, if she even has some fabrics that she's manually going to have to enter, because it's like some older lines. Y'all, she has got Civil War era fabrics that are fabulous. And y'all know how I like my Civil War era fabrics. I did not know that's what they were called, but I have some that I just love. And I bought some of it. I'm trying to think. I'm sitting here naming what it is, and I can't even think of the name of it now. My goodness. If I didn't try to recall what the name was, I'd remember it. But, it's the Chateau de Chantilly by French General. That's it. She has some. It's not French General. It's another line. It's another designer, I guess. And beautiful. I mean, beautiful. So, I don't want to buy any more right now because I have all of that French General that I've got to. I want to do my motor blockheads in that. And that is my goal. I mean, that is the plan. That was the specific purpose that was purchased for. But as you all know, my motor blockheads, I kind of have them sitting on the back burner right now. Because that's a big quilt. And I mean, I don't know why. It's a block of the week. But I really need to open up one of my big quilt boxes and do, you know, have like weekend projects in those. I've kind of decided I don't need too many big quilts because it takes too long to get one done. So maybe if I back down to one actual big quilt, like I can work on the Starlight anytime I want to. I don't have to wait for a block to come in. And, you know, that motor blockheads, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's really a good thing. But when I get behind on blocks, it's not good. And I should have been catching up on them this week while I've been at home from work. But I just haven't. I've been trying to get my big projects off my table. And so now I have my Craftsman at the Longarm. I have my Old Glory at the Longarm. And I have my Grandbabies quilt at the Longarm also. So I have all three of those at the Longarm. And I'm scared to see that bill. But I will tell y'all, because I know a lot of people, they're like, you do a lot of shopping. I do a lot of sewing that you may not see. I do a lot of stuff that you may not see me do also. I do know you see a lot of the fabric behind me that's not being used yet, but trust me, there's things that they're going to be used for. It's just a matter of me not wanting to take on another big project yet. And that's okay. I mean, it's okay for me to take my time on them. You can't rush perfection, they say. It's going to be far from perfect. I do nothing perfect. So please don't think that I'm saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. By no means. I am perfectly imperfect. I was made this way, and I will stay this way. I strive to do my very best daily, and that's all I can do. I have all of these pieces now done. I'm going to press them, and then I will be right back with you. I now have all of these pressed. I will pin these together because I'm not that good to lining them up. So I will pull out my pins here and I will pin these together. So, yeah, there's no special magic trick here. It's called pins. That's how I keep it together. But where was I? I don't remember where I was before I started pressing. How about that? My mind done went on me, y'all. My mind has done went on me. Oh, I want to say congratulations to someone. Shannon with Moody Girl Creates. Awesome opportunity, girl. I know you probably gonna see this in like a week. And I'm so excited for you and your job. I know. If I was you, I'd be so excited too. I'm sitting here listening. It just started raining here. I had carried my parents out to eat tonight. We were kind of craving tacos. That's not unusual for us. And so we went and got us some tacos, and then after that, we have a new place in our area. I'm sure it's not new to a lot of people, but it's very new to our area. And we're just blessed to know the owners of the place too. It is called Crumble Cookie. I know a lot of people probably are like, oh yeah, we know what that is. And my parents had never gone to it before. It's still kind of new. I mean, literally, they've only been open probably less than a month, actually. So, I carried my parents to get a crumble cookie. And, of course, it's delicious as always. I've only had it twice. And the two things that I've gotten is the lemon pie. I don't know what it's called, but it tastes like a lemon pie. It's delicious. And the mint brownie bite. That was really good, but it was very rich. Very, very rich. And I know a lot of people don't like mint chocolate. I love mint chocolate. But anyway, when we were coming back from getting the cookies, I noticed it was lightning kind of northwest of us. So towards the El Dorado, Arkansas area. And I know my husband had said that they were supposed to get rain because that's where he works. He works in El Dorado, Arkansas. And so he, we saw that. So I knew it was going to start raining sometime tonight. But, anyway, I was saying congratulations to Shannon. I'm so excited for you. Girl, you got to keep us up on this. Let us know how it goes. Y'all go check out Moody Girl Creates. She and I kind of do the same thing. We chit chat and sew and show you things that we get. And, we just like to share with y'all everything we do. And she's done something that has me inspired, and I am going to do it. I just don't know yet when I'm going to do it, because I have everything to do it at this point. But I'm trying to wait on one more thing to come in so I can make sure I don't need this fabric, so I can use it for this. So let's see what else is going on. I have a lot of stuff going on, but some things I don't know if I need to tell you about it yet or not. You do know about the brown bag mystery quilt that I'm going to be doing. I will get clues every 2 weeks. I don't know if they are emailed, mailed. They were supposed to be sent out yesterday. So I don't know maybe if the clues went out yesterday by mail. Or if, yeah, I think that's what they said, that they'd be mailed. But I already have my fabrics and all. I haven't cut them. I really need to cut them. I had already started cutting. I'd laid things out, but, you know, life happens. And then things don't happen. And I have something else that I will be starting April 1st. And I will include links for both of these in my description. So I'll be doing the brown bag mystery quilt. So with, okay, I couldn't think of it. So I paused you and I got the stuff. It's So Let's Be Quilty. It's called Piece of Cake. I'm just looking at this. I haven't read everything in it yet. But my fabric is, I can't remember the name of my fabric. It's a Christmas fabric. It's, that's too much remembering for me, so let me just say that. It's beautiful is what it is. It's Christmas fabric. And so I will be doing this in March. That's what I say it was, So Let's Be Quilty.com. And I don't know if they have any left, but you can check to see. And join us doing this. I will be doing, I guess, call it a sew-along with me. Or, you know, a chit-chatty adventure. But I have that I'll be doing. And this that I'm working on is my Starly quilt. This is the quilt that we did for the retreat with I See Stars Quilting with Kristen. And I know the first quilt along thing that I did was with I See Stars Quilting. It was the Brave Challenge. Our challenge was she gave us a line of fabric to use. But if that was out of your realm of possibilities, you could choose whatever fabric you wanted to use. But we also did a whatever pattern you want to do. So it's kind of like a free-for-all, you know. If you couldn't afford the fabric, it was just like, just come along with us and let's sew. It was a very wonderful experience for me because I'm, you know, being a new quilter, I learned a lot. And you had phone calls and Zooms and things like that you had. There was no set deadline. You know, it was like at your own pace. But we did have a date that the sewing thing was over. You know, if you weren't completed by then, that was okay. And I believe I know I've shown it. It was called the Brave Challenge. It was Anna Maria Horner's Brave line. Beautiful fabrics, beautiful fabrics. And so I did a throw. And the pattern, I believe, was called Whirlwind. That I did. And to me, I thought that would be a fairly simple pattern. So, I'm rambling on about this. But just to say, you know, I've done 2 projects with Kristen already. The Starly and the Brave Challenge. So, you know, when she put another one out there, I had to join it too. She has a sew-along that will begin, I think, April 1st. It is a Swiftie-inspired theme. I need to read more about the information. I just knew when it came out I was going to do it. So, there was no question about it. I love Kristen. And I will tell you, how you see her in her videos, I spent a weekend with her at retreat. She's the same way. She's a sweetheart. Just love her. Very inspiring. Her passion comes through for sure. And, I mean, she just, she just makes you want to quilt. I'm having to find my little scissors here to trim some strings. I am not going to press yet. I'm going to wait till I get my third row added on before I press. So I want to make sure I have my lines go in the same direction, because this second fabric, see, it's got, the design has lines in it. I want to make sure, because I'm going to have two that the lines go this way, and I'm going to have two that the lines go this way. So I want to make sure that my lines are going the right direction, or the same direction. It really doesn't matter, but that's an aesthetic thing for me. It's raining again. It had stopped. It rains a little bit, then stops, rains a little bit, then stops. And I'm okay with that. So, oh, I haven't checked the time and told y'all the time yet. It is 15 after 8 on a Saturday evening. And I'm doing what I love to do. So it gets no better than this. And a lot of people would probably say, well, what about your husband? If my husband was here, he'd be in his office, which is just on the other. Oh, you may be able to hear it now. It's getting pretty loud. If he was here, he'd be in his office, probably on one of his war games. He plays them games. But that is his relaxation, I guess. I don't know how that's relaxing, but, you know, I imagine he don't see how cutting fabric into 100 pieces and then sewing it all back together makes sense to him either. But so I'd be sewing anyway if he was here. And yeah, guys, even if I don't finish this, I'm just here to chit chat and to sew. I'm trying to think if there's more stuff. Oh, I was telling you about Kristen, I See Stars Quilting. She is doing a Swifty inspired sew along, and you have levels that you can get into. I've got to read more about it. I signed up for it last night, and I got my emails. I just have not read them. I'm guilty of that. But I can't read it on my cell phone, so when I did it last night on my cell phone. I'm not going to try to read all that stuff on my cell phone. I'll open it up on my computer right here and look at it probably. I know I'm not going to finish both of the blocks that I have left for the Starly tonight. But I'm working on it, and that's all that counts. I want to get a small project, but let me get this pressed, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, that took a little while to do, but here we are with our corner blocks ready. And that means I have to go to my next page. So now I have to do my flying geese. And I know if I have a colored fabric, I have a white flying geese, because I only have one of those. So I am going to go ahead and get my flying geese going. Trying to remember where I was, what I was telling y'all about. I know I was telling y'all about Kristen with I See Stars Quilting. And I do have a full update on projects that I'm doing that I will be bringing to y'all tomorrow. And in my updates on all my open projects that's going on, I do hope to be able to give y'all more news on some of these that I've had to put on the back burner for a little bit. If I can get myself, I'm not going to say organized, because I'm pretty organized. But with my time, that's the issue right now, is with my time. And I did say that I was probably going to be backing down on my videos and only doing one like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those, I'm going to say, are just about a guaranteed video on those days. You know, unless there's something unforeseen happens. You know, there should be a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now, how I do flying geese, I do like the square, and then I'll do a one here, and then I'll cut there, and then I'll do one here and one here. That's how I do my flying geese. That's how this shows how to do them, and I'm familiar with this technique, because I've used it on something else. I don't even remember what it was on, but I am familiar with this technique, so it's the one I use, and it is the one they suggest in the pattern as well, which helps. And when I do my flying geese, I do mark my fabric. Let me just say that up front. Like I said before, I'm not that good, so I do mark my fabrics, and I use a friction pen, so I don't mind letting you know I am not perfect. I am learning, so hey, come on and learn with me. And if you learn something and I haven't learned it yet, please feel free to share it with me. I'm all ears for new things to do. You know, because that's what I'm here for, is I'm here to learn, and I'm hoping you're learning right along next to me, or maybe you're the one telling me, hey, try it this way, it works really good this way too, or, you know, I'm all ears. Just put it like that. I'm all ears. I will listen to any suggestion. Something I am going to bring you guys along for, I'm going to try to learn how to do a label on the hoop. I actually think I have some labels on my machine. I think that may be some patterns that I do have that I want to try. And I will bring you guys along for that, because I just think that's neat to be able to do a label like that. But I will be making sure to label my quilts. Now my Brave Challenge quilt does not, it has a label on it, but I have not completed it, because I don't want to take the label part off that they put on there, which is what I would have to do to put it on the machine. And I don't hand embroider. So what I'll probably do is do a sublimation design, and maybe treat the cotton to make it where it'll hold that, and sublimate it. Because yes, I do sublimation too, but I really haven't done that in a long time. And I definitely can't do it right now with the breathing problems I'm having at the moment. You know, with all the pollen and stuff in the air, it's causing me to have breathing issues. And when you sublimate, when you heat press that ink puts off a gas, and I can't do that. I can't do the gas. Okay, so that's my last piece. So what I'll do is I will trim these up. Well, I did not bring you guys along with me to do the trimming because with all of that, I've been recording for almost 2 hours. You're not going to have a 2-hour long video. But what we will do is start creating our flying geese unit, which is 3 of the pieces together. So let me get I have to get them started straight. Don't remember where I was at in our little chit chatty, so I'm sorry if I've skipped around. But you know, sometimes that's what happens. I am excited to get this one ready. What I am doing right now is doing the peak of the flying geese unit. I'm hoping I'm not losing my points too bad. I tend to do that with flying geese, and that's alright. I don't have to have all my points. I'm fine with that. Because I will say this is going to be a beautiful quilt or throw. And I did notice yesterday when I was at Stitched in Faith, they have this fabric line. And I will be able to buy a coordinating backing for this. I haven't decided real sure yet which one I want to use as my coordinated backing. But I actually think I'm probably going to use a light, well, I might use a dark color one as my backing, a darker color, more of a solid, maybe not a dark, maybe the blue with the red flowers on it. And that reminds me, I don't know if you guys have followed the Postal Service saga with my package, that I had ordered a fat quarter of this because I had miscut a piece, so I needed another fat quarter. And I had ordered it from another quilt shop online. I did not know Miss Dee Dee had this line in the shop, or I just would have gone to her and got it. Well, eventually, in the end, that's what I had to do. Because my package was supposed to have been delivered January the 10th. It is still MIA. So I've been working with my local postmaster, trying to find out what's going on. And she's been working with someone at the distribution center where my package is lost. And it appears that my package might have torn apart or something like that, and it's not findable right now at this point. Now, granted, it should have been delivered more than 60 days ago. And they've told me to file a claim. Well, I filed 2 claims already, and they've both been closed with no resolve. No package, no refund of my money, nothing. And if they've lost it, they're giving me all my money back. I'm not going to do, I do sell on eBay, and it seems like every time I ship something that is glassware through USPS, it does not matter how much bubble wrap I put on it, how well I package it, it does not seem to matter, and the package will make it and it will look perfect. But my glassware is shattered into a million pieces. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And I lose all the money on that because I have to refund the buyer their everything they paid, even their shipping. I don't even get my shipping back. I have one thing that was a vintage sugar and creamer set. I lost over $100 on that. So USPS is quickly losing my loyalty, my respect. You can't depend on them. They're late always. That's why on my subscription boxes now, if I have the option to choose expedited shipping or someone other than USPS, I do other than, and UPS. I don't like UPS either. Because around here, they don't deliver at the right place. And they send you a picture and say it was delivered. That's not my porch. Where was it delivered? Wasn't delivered to my house. So that's my soapbox, y'all. But yeah. Anyway, that's my soapbox about the Postal Service. That package is still MIA. And I was told that by the end of the next week, or later this week now, they will help me file a claim. Well, you know, I've already filed a claim. I don't feel too good about this. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the company that I purchased from and let them deal with them. I'm going to the company and I'm going to tell them I've never received my package. I know it's out of your hands, but I'm filing a claim with PayPal that I've never received the package. I know you've shipped it, but I haven't received it, and I'm not getting anywhere with the Postal Service. So, and I hate doing that to people. But after February the 1st, that was fabric that was for the quilt retreat, February the 1st. And, yeah, still waiting on it. But anyway, I can go to Miss Dee Dee and get my backing. And I think my binding, I'll either use the red or the green. If I do the blue on the back, I may use the red or the green. Because that would be really pretty. Because the blue fabric, it has red flowers on it. I think all of these kind of have, it's not a red. I mean, it's a powdery red. I don't know what they call that color. Red. It's a pastel red, maybe is what they call it. But, I think that would be real pretty. But just the fact that she has this line is going to be awesome. That I can get a coordinating. Because I got this as a back quarter bundle. I loved it. This is Fig Tree and Company. It's stitched. Is the line. And I love it. I love the colors. And I got it for a great deal. I don't remember how much I paid for it. I don't even remember where I bought it. But it was a fabulous deal. Because I do not normally buy back quarter bundles. Because they are out of my realm of affordability. But, you know, the ones that I have bought have been super deals. Like 60% off at least. So those are the kinds of deals I like. Okay, guys, I have these done. I'm going to cut them apart and then press them. I'm not going to bring you along for that, but I will be right back. And we'll be putting together a block. Oh, Lord, y'all. I done put all these pieces on wrong. Look how I put them on. That is flipped the wrong direction. So, I am going to take these apart and redo them correctly. But I think I'm going to end our little chit chat here. Because I'm already past 2 hours on recording, and I don't know how I'm going to get this down to 20 minutes. So, but this will make, I will have this finished. This will make my second starly block that I've completed this week. I'm hoping to get the third one done. That should be in the Monday update that you'll receive. I'll let you guys know which ones I have completed this week. If I get all 3 of them done, I will be piecing the quilt together, and that'll be awesome, because that'll be, you know, once I get it all put together, then it goes, you know, for the Longarm for quilting, which will be amazing. So that will mean, y'all, that I have had 2 throws and a bed quilt completed. And I will tell you, my first quilt that I did was a baby quilt. This is for all my newbies, my ones that's been here for a while now. I did 2 baby quilts, a throw, a blanket. And you can look at what I did last year in 2023. I did a review kind of update, completed projects in 2023. I did that at the very beginning of January. You should be able to find that in my playlists or in my videos. I could tell you it was done around the beginning of the year. And I just kind of give an overview of everything that I made in 2023. And I believe I have pictures, if not where I could show it to you, of everything I made in 2023. But I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I have. Y'all make sure to check out the video tomorrow with my updates, because I will show you everything that I have completed this past week. I hope to be able to show you the diamond painting kit, because it has come a long way this week. Because as if you're not new here, you will know that I've been home from work this past week trying to get to feeling better. And so while I was doing some of my doctor's orders, I would sit and do diamond painting while I was doing it. So I got a fairly decent amount of diamond painting done this week. It's not an extreme amount, because if you know how diamond painting works, it is a slow process. But I have really enjoyed having that to do this week, because that made a mundane activity bearable. But I will have some updates on everything, actually. Everything that is actually being worked. I will talk about the things that are on the back burner. And what the goal is for that. Upcoming projects, I will talk a little more about that also in detail. I will have more information, but if you're interested in like the brown bag mystery quilt, I will have So Let's Be Quilty's website or link down in the description. I'm pretty certain you can find them on YouTube. They may just be Facebook, I'm not sure, but I'll check that out and see. And I'll have I See Stars quilting link if you're interested in joining us for the Swift inspired. It's a Taylor Swift inspired quilt along. So I'm not gonna say I'm a Swiftie because I like all kinds of music. I like some of her music, but I'm not I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie. But I like music, so, and I like some of her music. I don't know all of her music, but I like some of it. But I do have a pattern in mind, so I will be reading up on all of that tonight. So guys, if you like this video, or if you like the Chit Chatty, and I hope you were able to sit and sew along with me. Nothing better than sewing with friends. That may be what I name this. Let's sew with friends. But it's fun to have somebody to sew along with. Sometimes, I know the other day I did another Starly block, and I didn't record it. I was just here sewing to be sewing and having a good time. I sit and I listen to, I caught up on a couple of the sites that are people I like to watch. I caught up with a lot of them on their videos, and y'all. And I will, I know I said about Shannon's, Moody Girl Creates, that she had something. I will go into more detail on that in the update video for Monday. So, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. Feel free to leave a comment. I do respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.